Hello my friends and welcome. Today we have the situation in Klishchiivka. Unfortunately, Russia moved more forces and today they took this part of the ground. It could be a significant move from the Russian army. It was yesterday and it is today. Why is it bad? Well, let me show you the 3D version of the map. Here is Klishchiivka village. You may see that it's still under Ukrainian control. However, Russia already claimed that they went into this area. However, they're still not controlling this part. We call it the gray zone, but they moved over here a little and they are taking the higher ground in this place. The important thing for Russians is to take those heights over here. Those are crucial to control Klishchiivka, so maybe they will not go into this village itself, but as you saw recently, they have this attack vector, so they want to bypass all of this place and Ukraine will be forced to withdraw the forces from Klishchiivka village because Russians would fire from above. The situation is not good over here. You may see that the elevation is very different in this place. It was very hard for Ukraine to gain control over those very important heights in this place, but Klishchiivka itself is on the downhill. But after we took the elevation, Klishchiivka was taken or liberated, it's better to say, very fast. Now the next move for Ukraine is to move towards Opitne or the Bakhmut city, which are on the lower ground, obviously. At least it was the task, but now Ukraine can't just resist against the Russian attacks at this point. Sadly, enemy was able to gather more resources and now they took initiative in the Bakhmut area and continue to move forward, so today they took this part of the ground. We're gonna see if the further movement of Russians would be successful or not in this place. Ukraine sent the Foreign Legion forces to fight in Bakhmut place, so there are lots of the Americans, Colombians, Brazilians and people from different countries. But we have the positive news from the south. In Krinky, across the Dnieper River in Kherson Oblast, Ukraine had expanded this bridgehead by 2 kilometers. It's awesome. Our guys are already in the local forest. It's very rare to see the forests in Kherson Oblast. Also today Ukraine targeted quite a capable Russian defense. It's called Panzer S. It happened also in Kherson region. The Russian Panzer S fired a couple of the missiles, but later on was spotted and kaboomed with the help of HIMARS, I think because it was spotted really far away from the front lines. I think this place is more than 50 kilometers away, so for sure it was HIMARS. The Ukrainian Leopard tank also works on the Russian positions quite effectively, so it fires and then hides, usually deploying the smoke. So where is the smoke? Yeah, I saw it on this video, so this is the smoke. It's not the enemy artillery or something, so quite effective way to hide the tank. By the way, the first Leopard 1A5 was spotted not far away from the front lines. Good sign. The new Russian advancement in Davydov was stopped with the help of the Ukrainian FPV drones. Mostly Ukrainian army is using this tool to target the Russian armored vehicles very precisely. Ukraine is also using the Australian type of the carton drones. This one unfortunately was shut down by Russians, but you can see what is inside. It is used as surveillance drone and also as the kamikaze drone. Alright, this is happening in Kherson right now. This is the small private airfield over there. Those are not the military airplanes, but Russia put their base in this airfield. So Ukraine used again probably HIMARS or maybe precise artillery to target the place, and by doing so we got rid of the Russian munition. Those are the Antonov 2 airplanes, and I think 2 of them at least were severely damaged. Speaking about the airfields, this is the archive video. It was released just recently. This is the Ukrainian attack on Chernobyl airfield the last year. It was really ambushed with lots of the fire and smoke. By that time Russia lost many of the helicopters, ammunition depots and fuel. Now the same stuff is happening in Berdansk airfield. After the recent attack of ATACMS missiles on Berdansk airfield, Russia lost at least 9 of the helicopters and many were damaged. The deep state military map gives us the information that one more Russian attack was repelled near to Vodine. Again, Ukraine used lots of the FPV drones to target the Russian armored vehicles and tanks. You just see the long convoy. Over here you may count at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the vehicles, and probably something is moving in this place, but I'm not sure. So all of that stuff was targeted and kaputted. Again, one more failed Russian attack attempt. Hopefully we're gonna receive more of the ATACMS missiles, because the United States Army is taking the new rocket of that type, but more capable one. It's PRSM, precision missile. The range of it is 1000 kilometers, and the tests are ongoing right now. As this source says, the tests already were conducted and were fine. The German analytics say that Russia needs 6 years to renew their army after the peace deal with Ukraine, so they may attack even the NATO member countries. For example, Lithuania. Yes, Russia lost many of the vehicles, tanks, airplanes and other stuff, but they are capable to renew this resource. And as for the human resource, they still have lots of the military men and lots of the civilians who might be converted into military quite easily. The sources say that Ukrainian sniper got the new record, 3.8 kilometers to the target, and he hit the target. It was the Russian soldier. I'm unable to find the origin of this information, whether this video belongs to that particular shot. But many of the sources continue to say that it's real, and the shot was conducted from the Ukrainian weaponry Volodar Obryu. I was able to find this picture of this particular gun. As you can see, it's quite big. It fires for the long distance. Everything is so huge over there, I think it is capable to stop even the armored vehicle. My friends, I'll post this video on my Telegram channel because I cannot just show it to you on this platform. For my Telegram channel, please check out the video description below or scan the QR code if you can, available on the screen. The capital of Russia, Moscow, was targeted by the drone attack. Unfortunately, it seems like the drone was shut down and debris went just on this road, stopping the traffic. I think that it is the Ukrainian response on the Russian attacks of our territory. Just recently, Russia intensified those attacks using mostly the Shahed drones. And this is the weather in Donbass today. Winter came, the temperature dropped below zero, snowing. Not good to be in the trenches. Such a weather may also demotivate the soldiers from both of the sides. Alright, the Yemeni Houthis captured this vessel under their control. The vessel name is Galaxy Leader, and they claim that it belongs to Israel. Let's check the information about this one. You may check everything on the vessel finder, so this ship is under the Bahamas flag. Also, you may see the recent ports, and here it was captured by Houthis. Unfortunately, I don't have the full version of this website to check out the registration of the owner and owner's address, because the owner actually could be Israeli, but the ship could be under Bahamas flag, and the crew members are usually from different countries, including Ukrainians. The Ukrainian crew members are working everywhere, and there are lots of the Ukrainian sailors on the market. Ukraine takes like fourth position. The first one, I think, is Philippines. The ship type is obviously the vehicle carrier. You may see it because of its construction. So inside there are some vehicles. It's basically a big ferry ship. So Yemeni Houthis act like pirates, basically. Alright, it seems like Russia wants to get the M55 surveillance airplane back into the skies. It hasn't been used as the surveillance airplane during the Soviet times, but rather than the research of the atmosphere airplane, it may fly very high. Russia is in lack of the air surveillance, so they want to use this airplane for military purposes by installing the special equipment. We have this information from the British intelligence, and they say that the operating ceiling of this airplane is over 70,000 feet, so it's very high. The international war criminal Strelkov, who is now jailed in Russia, but not for his crimes, but because he is in opposition to Putin, said that he is running for the president elections in 2024 in Russia. I wonder how he might do it, because he is physically in prison, but he still hasn't got his sentence, so technically I think he is able to run for the president elections. But Putin will never allow it to happen. According to the Institute for the Study of War, Russia is getting ready for the third massive strike on Avdiivka. They already had 2 waves. The first one was the most massive. After 1 week, they repeated it with heavy losses, so they expect that with the third wave, they will be able to cut the supplies for Ukrainian army in Avdiivka. Well, we're gonna see, but according to many of the sources, Russia has prepared an enormous amount of the armored vehicles, tanks, and infantry. Well, Ukraine is ready for this scenario, however, it will be a hard battle. We all expect it to happen very soon, I think in a couple of weeks maximum. Also, according to the latest reports, Russia started to use the cluster munition massively in Avdiivka, but the Ukrainian army still holds, and we respond with our cluster shells. Just the last night, Ukraine was able to stop the Russian advancement, the infantry advancement near to Avdiivka with the cluster shells. My friends, please don't forget to press the like to this video. By doing so, you help me a lot. Also, if you want to support my channel, there will be some of the links in the video description just below. Special thanks for my Patreon supporters and the sponsors of my YouTube channel. Guys, you are awesome. My friends, I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are and have a great time.